Has there ever been a therapist or a practitioner who has made a significant difference to your son's life?
We have worked with one occupational therapist who made such an impact on our lives, made us more aware of sensory difficulties that children with autism have. Prior to us working with her, I didn't really understand what sensory processing issues were. We didn't realise that Dec has hypermobility and lacks ligaments. So when he was trying to walk and then he would just throw himself down on the pavement and cry and wouldn't get up again, and I'd end up picking him up. We never realised, because he can't tell us, we never realised that he was just tired. I can't underestimate how powerful it is to finally understand what your non-verbal child has been trying to tell you.
Have you found that other people that have come in contact with your son can make a difference?
I remember my son was in hospital and a doctor came in and they said to me, "Oh, I saw from your file that your son has had autism. Has he still got that?" Which was, obviously, as autism is a lifelong condition, there is no medicine that you can take that will make him better. That was quite a shock to hear something like that. There's bad experiences you have and there are good experiences, and we had a really, really good experience, and actually it was the last time that we went up to the hospital. When we go to the hospital, it is a very, very difficult time. Declan is very unsettled, can often be crying, screaming. And we were sat outside the consultant's office, and I'm very nervous because obviously he's making a lot of noise and there's people in there having consultations. And a nurse came down and sat next to me, and my immediate thought is she's going to ask me to go and sit somewhere else because Declan's making quite a lot of noise. And she didn't. She looked at me and she said, "I'm very, very new to this role. I've not really come across children with autism before. Can you talk to me about autism? Because I want to be able to help other parents like you." It actually made me feel really cared for. It's probably the first time I actually went home and talked to other people about my experience at the hospital, because someone had shown an interest, someone really, really wanted to know how to help us when we're in that hospital situation and try and understand how to make it easier for us.
If you could ask every NHS member of staff to do one thing differently, what would it be?
I would say, be like that nurse that sat next to me. Don't be afraid to ask us parents for some advice or how it would be best to try and get something or information from our child. Never be afraid to ask us, and we won't think anything less of you. But we would rather you did ask us than just try and use the methods that you use with every other person.